within your junior Chi-Angus show. In the ring at this time is Class 101 of Chi-Angus heifers, calved April of 2022. We have the two entries, 1294 from Trevor Williams and entry 1290 from Keegan Steck.
Well, good morning. What a way to start off our Chi-Angus show. Beautiful pair of heifers come out here. Heifers that are really flexible when we put them on motion. I think what separates them from me today is we have a lot of structure under this heifer that starts our class. A heifer with a lot of rib cage to her, really powerful. Granted, she's probably just a little more conditioned than the heifer in second, but I think this heifer really comes to the top in terms of stoutness. Beautifully designed heifer coming out here in second, a little fresher in her condition. Probably her best days are still coming. Heifer, I think, is really high quality. Again, congratulations.
Your results from Class 101 in the Chi-Angus show. In second place, entry 1294 from Trevor Williams. And your class winner is entry 1290 from Keegan Steck. Those were the only two heifers within the division, so your first and seconds become your champion and reserve champion late junior heifer calves. In the ring at this time will be Class 102 of Chi-Angus heifers, calved February of 2022. We have two entries, 1295 from Lizzie Schaefer and entry 1296 from Ellie Hurt.
here in our February class. Really stout heifer come out here comes to the top pretty easy for me. A heifer that you like her when you put her in motion. She's pretty flexible. She has a lot of rib cage. She's really long through that center portion of her body, extended out through that neck. Heifer that has a lot of femininity with that power. Heifer here in second. A heifer, as we put her in motion, she wants to get under herself just a little, be up on that pastern ever so slightly, but she just doesn't have quite the power when you look at the rib cage down through that rear flank. But a real nice heifer with a lot of future.
Your results from Class 102 within your Kia Nina show. In second place is entry 1296 from Ellie Hurt. Your class winner is entry 1295 from Lizzie Schaefer. Coming into the ring at this time for your Kia Nina show in Class 103, we have entry 1297 from Grayson Belcher. Also another entry from Grayson Belcher with entry 1298 and entry 1299 from Kinnick Polson.
The quality just keeps coming here on these first three classes. Really powerful heifer, probably weighs a little further along in terms of her condition in the heifer in second, but I think she comes to the top for me. She's level through that underline, a heifer that's extremely long through that center portion of her body, long hipped, still attractive from the side, but with a lot of power. I love the freshness in this heifer coming out here next. Heifer with not quite the lower rib shape, maybe is a heifer above her, but this is an excellent heifer with a lot of future.
Your results from Class 103 of Chi-Angus heifers. In second place, entry 1298 from Grayson Belcher. In first place, we believe, is entry 1297 from Grayson Belcher. And in the ring at this time is your class winners returning from 102 and 103 for your champion early junior heifer calf selections.
What an excellent heifer calf division we've had out here. I'm not going to describe these heifers the way I see them. I just think these exhibitors need a round of applause for a really stout-ended set of heifers here. Heifers with a lot of power, a lot of rib shape, heifers that are attractive when you view them from the side. But you get in behind these heifers, they have some power. They walk with some base width. They have some chest floor in them. Heifers that I think really are nice at the ground. They push off. They have some flex. I'm going to go take another look here, and I'll select your champion. But again, congratulations to all these exhibitors in this division.
Your champion early junior heifer calf comes from Class 102, and that is entry 1295 from Lizzie Schaefer. Rolling into consideration will be entry 1296. Your reserve early junior heifer calf is your class winner from Class 103, and that should be 1297 from Grayson Belcher. In the ring at this time for your Kia Nina show is Class 104. We have the lone entry 1301 from Anna Sullivan.
Design on this heifer here. I love the softness through her rib. A heifer, you get in behind her, she has some power. She walks good and wide when you view her from behind. Maybe gets outside herself just a little, but that's being pretty picky on an awful powerful individual. A lot of rib shape, a lot of chest floor, a lot of depth of side, yet still attractive and feminine excuse me, through that front. A heifer, I just like the design on this heifer as you view her from the side.
Your results from Class 104 within your Kia Nina show. In first place, your class winner is entry 1301, Anna Sullivan. She is also the only animal within the division, so she becomes your champion late spring yearling. Set to enter the ring at this time will be Class 105 of Kia Nina heifers, calved February of 2021. We have the lone entry 1303 from Lydia Recker.
Well, again, a super powerful individual come out here as a single entry. I think this heifer really has a lot of power. She could stand a lot of competition. When you view her from the side, she's powerful in terms of the shape of her rib, the depth of her rib, the depth of her quarter. You get behind her, she walks nice and wide. She has some chest floor in her, extremely long-sided through the center portion of her body, and yet she's attractive and holds herself together when we put her in motion.
Your results from Class 105 Kia Ninas. In first place, entry 1303 from Lydia Recker. She is the only animal within the division, so therefore becomes your champion junior yearling. At this time, we will bring back all of our division winners to select your grand champion Kia Nina female within your junior show. Once again, over to your keys show ring. In the ring at this time is your champion and reserve champion late junior heifer calves. Entry 1290 from Keegan Steck and entry 1294 from Trevor Williams. We have your champion and reserve champion early junior heifer calves. Entry 1295 Lizzie Schaefer and entry 1297 Grayson Belcher. We have your champion late spring yearling. Entry 1301 from Anna Sullivan. And finally, we have our champion junior yearling, and that is entry 1303, Lydia Recker. Our junior show judge is Brian Baragry. If I said that right, Brian, I apologize if I didn't.
Well, let's give our junior show exhibitors a round of applause. This was really a nice set of heifers, heifers with a lot of quality, heifers that have some power to them. They're pretty good at the ground, heifers that have some flex, their joints bend, and they have some longevity that way. Heifers that I think have some function when you view them in terms of their rib shape, their femininity, and yet you get behind them, they have some muscle shape, heifers that have got a lot of power. I'm going to take another look here, but again, my congratulations to all of you. This was a whale of a set of heifers. I know our numbers were short, but I think these cattle are really good.
Over in your Chi-Angus show in the ring at this time is Class 201, entry 1304 from Baron Strope. This is the only heifer from February 2022, so this will become your champion early junior heifer calf.
Real nice heifer out here for a single entry in this heifer calf class. Heifer you love in terms of her softness. A heifer that has some base width also to go with it. She's up-headed. A heifer that has some power. She has some shape to her. You look down her top. She has some muscle in her. A heifer with a lot of future. It'll be interesting to get her back out here. Again, a really excellent individual out here. As a single entry, a heifer sure could stand some competition. I love the way this heifer holds herself together, holds her muscle shape together, even on the move. She covers her track. Heifer that's extended out through that front end, really level in that underline. Get in behind this heifer. She's really powerful when you view her all the way down through her stifle. Again, another really nice individual. I'd like to see her when we get her back out here for champion.
Your results from Class 202 of Chi-Angus heifers. Your class winner and your champion senior heifer calf is entry 1305 from Braxton Cole. Set to enter the ring at this time will be Class 203. We have the lone entry 1306 from Baron Strope.
Over here in our Chi-Angus show, we had another single entry come out here. Really high quality female, a heifer that's really extended, up-headed. I love the way her neck comes out of the top of her shoulder. I love the softness through the center of her body. A heifer that's really level through that underline. But yet, with all that being said, you get in behind this heifer, she has some power. She has some muscle shape. She carries way down. She has some muscle even in her twist. I think this heifer's still feminine, but she does have a lot of power to her. Again, it'll be fun to get her back out here.
Back over to your Chi-Angus show. Your results from Class 203. First place, entry 1306 from Baron Strope. He also becomes your champion summer yearling heifer. And at this time, we have our class winners returning from 201, 202, and 203, which are your division winners as well. And we are selecting your grand champion Chi-Angus females. Also want to rewind a little bit and announce our grand champion Kia Nina females. Our champion was 1295 Lizzie Schaefer, and your reserve grand champion Kia Nina female was entry 1303 from Lydia Recker.
Well, my hat's off to the Chi-Angus breeders that are out here. These were all single entries in their class and in their division, but these heifers are very deserving of being back out here for Grand. All of them could have stood some competition. We started off our show with a February heifer calf that's really extended, a heifer that you love the length through the center portion of her body. She's still soft in that middle, heifer that gets around pretty nice when we put her in motion. Really powerful muscled heifer come out here in our intermediate division, a heifer that's really trim in the way she's made. Heifer's got some power when you get in behind her, some muscle shape down her top, really long through the center portion of her body. As we got into our older heifer here, summer born, I think this heifer's got a lot of good things going for her. She's really soft. We get her out here for a heifer with that much body and that much width from end to end. She can travel really nice, really soft and cushioned on her pasterns. Heifer I just really love. This heifer will be my champion today.
Your grand champion Chi-Angus female is also your champion summer yearling, and that is entry 1306 from Baron Strope. And your reserve grand champion Chi-Angus female comes from your champion early junior division, and that is entry 1304 from Baron Strope. over to your key show. In the ring at this time is our Open Kia Nina female show. We have entry class 2428. Class 101, entry 2428 is Bryce Hanlon, and entry 2429 from Avery Belcher. These are the only two animals within the division, so your champion and reserve champion will also be your first and seconds within our show. Our judge for the open show is Mr. Brian Fox.
Well, good morning, and thank you to the Key Association for the invite to judge at the National Western. Really a privilege and an honor to be here today. As we kick off the Open Key show, two really nice heifers, and they're different speeds. And the one that's just more my speed is the young lady's yellow heifer, one that's so elegant and good looking when you get off from the side. All of her pieces balance and fit together. We asked the cattle to go, and I like her joint work and how she hits the surface. One that's just ultra maternal and long-term looking, I guess, for me, and that's her main advantage over the heifer in second. If you like them real stout and real pulled apart and real powerful, this is her, and if that's your speed, I get it. For me, she just comes in a little quicker package, one that maybe just isn't quite as neat in her joint work, maybe one that just wants to fight the halter today, just coming up a little short there when she wants to go, but an ultra powerful female, two good females to get us kick-started.
Within your Open Kia Nina show in the ring at this time is Class 102. We have entries 2430 from Lizzie Schaefer, entry 2431 from Bryce Hanlon, and entry 2432 from Ellie Hurt.
As we dive into our second class here, Key Females, just a real logical place to start for me. Young Lady's Black Heifer is one that's so good in her line. She's arrogant when she goes out on the move. Up-headed, neat-looking female. I love the center body this one brings to the table. Not overly abundant, just crazy big body, but I think it's perfect for her age. Really neat how she hooks up there from her chest floor into her heart. One that I think is just ultra unique when we put her on the move as well. Big-footed, stout-boned sort of female to lead off the class. The decision for me was probably between two and three, and two different types of females, no doubt about it. I elected to go with the more moderate female, one that I think today just comes with a little more center rib, a little more center body. She's kind of wanting to fight today, but I think when you study this one's angles and how she functions out of her hock, she's just a little more comfortable than the heifer that rounds out the class in third. When this one's parked, I like things about her. She's an up-headed sort of female. She's decent in her lines here. She just probably gives up just that extra foot and bone underneath her. I wish she'd just get out and reach with her hock a little bit better, but one that I think you still got to appreciate for the extra mass she brings to the table. Congratulations. just a single entry out here on our key side, and a heifer that I think deservingly so wins this class. One that's so good in her center body and her midrib, one that's smooth shouldered and ultra feminine up front. One that I think when we put the cattle in motion, she's got enough bone and foot underneath her. One that I think is still flexible enough for me to get behind the cattle, and she's pulled apart and got some width to her. Just a really nice single entry. Congratulations. Good job, buddy.
Your results from Class 103 of Kia Nina heifers in the open show. In first place, entry 2433, Kinnick Polson. At this time, we will bring back our class winners from 102 and 103 to select your champion early junior heifer calves.
Well, over here on our key side, ultra highly competitive division here in our second division. Not huge numbers, but I don't know if there was 100 of them here if these two still wouldn't be out here. I'm going to tell you what I see, and then we'll get you a champion in reserve in this particular division. The young ladies heifer that won this first class, one that you just got to appreciate the extra bone and foot she has under, one that I think just is awesome at the surface when she gets out and reaches. Now with that, I think the longer she's out here, that one's hawk maybe just wants to drive outside of her skeleton ever so slightly. I know it's a long week on concrete, but that's just picking on one, because this one is ultra neat from the side. She's balanced, she's good in her underline. She's got the advantage there in foot size and just overall shape, especially out of the top side of her blade and how she functions into her rib cage from there back. The young man's heifer that was here out of the second class is one that you got to appreciate the longevity of this one. Ultra cool up front. She's neat through her shoulder. She's a good-headed sort of female. She's good in her center body. She probably has that just extra advantage there just in terms of the center depth and midrib. She isn't as big a footed, and she probably isn't just quite as pulled apart as the heifer ahead of her, but one that I think is still ultra maternal and good looking. Two really high quality cattle. I'll go show you the two I like best in this particular division. If you would, put your hands together for both these exhibitors.
Your champion early junior heifer calf within your Kia Nina Open Show comes from Class 103. That is entry 2433 from Kinnick Polson. And your reserve champion comes from Class 102. That is entry 2430 from Lizzie Schaefer. At this time, within your Kia Nina Female Show, we will bring back our division winners to select your grand champion Kia Nina Females. Once more, we have our grand champion drive for your Kia Nina Females. In the ring, we have our champion and reserve champions from your late junior heifer calf division. We have entry 2429, Avery Belcher, and entry 2428, Bryce Hanlon. And we have your champion and reserve champion early junior heifer calves, which were just crowned a moment ago. And that is entry 2433, Kinnick Polson, and entry 2430, Lizzie Schaefer.
Well, if you would, put your hands together for all our key exhibitors this morning. not a huge show just in terms of numbers, but we get these cattle back out here, and I think there was quality in all them classes. Like I said earlier, just ones that I think no matter how many were here, we're going to be ones that probably surface to the top. We get these 2 division winners back out here. Like I said, the yellow heifer that won that first division is one that's just so long-term looking to me. She's up-headed and neat looking, one that's ultra flexible off of both ends, and that's what I appreciate about her. She's not the most furthest along heifer today, and that's probably what I like the most about her. I think for her particular age, her rib cage is right. It's not just crazy huge rib cage, but for an April heifer, this one's plenty for me. Like I said, one that I think just uses her hock and functions out of her front end just about as good as anything we've seen today. And the heifer that won that second division, one like we talked, and that was a good pair of heifers that dang sure had some differences. I like just the little more maternal look and just more spread and just total long-term look, I guess, of this one compared to the heifer that come in behind her. Maybe one that I think just has that extra rib cage today. She's further along. She's an older heifer, so she should. But like I said, I appreciate the Key Association having me to start with these key heifers today. I'll go show you the 2 I like best. But what a nice show! Congratulations to all these exhibitors.
Your grand champion Kia Nina female from your open show is your champion late junior heifer, and that is entry 2429 Avery Belcher. Rolling into consideration for your reserve will be the reserve from the late junior heifer division, and that is entry 2428 Bryce Hanlon. Your reserve grand champion Kia Nina female is your champion early junior heifer calf division winner, and that is entry 2433 from Kinnick Polson. Over to your Chi-Angus show ring. At this time, we have Class 301 in the ring. We have entry 2437 from Baron Strope. This is the only female within the division, so this will become your champion early junior heifer calf.
Well, as we kick off our Chi-Angus show, really nice single entry here, one that could withstand a little more competition, one that I think you got to appreciate the extra foot and bone under this sort of female. She's got some power, and she's pulled apart when you get in behind her. With that power, she probably comes with just a nickel shoulder, maybe wants to get a little rounder there, but that's getting picky on one. I think that's an ultra good female to go ahead and lead off this particular class. Congratulations.
Your results from Class 301 in first place, entry 2437, and your champion early junior heifer calf is Baron Strope. At this time, within your Chi-Angus show, we will bring in Class 302 of Chi-Angus heifers, calf September of 2021. This is the only entry within the class and the division. So this will become your champion senior heifer calf. We have the lone entry 2438 from Braxton Cole.
Another nice single entry here in our Chi-Angus side. One that I think you just got to appreciate how this one ties it all together. She's long and level hips. She's one that I think just progressively gets wider as she comes back. One that maybe out here by herself, I just didn't get 100% read on her structure. She was just kind of wanting to maybe not get out and reach perfect out of them back two. We'll get her back out here with some other cattle and just see if we can get a better read on that. But a dang sure good single entry. Congratulations.
Your results from Class 303 within your Chi-Angus show. In first place, entry 2439, Baron Strope. Excuse me, that is the class that's in the ring at this time. This is the only entry within this champion summer yearling division, so entry 2439 will become your champion summer yearling. The results from Class 302 in first place, and your champion senior heifer calf is entry 2438, Braxton Cole.
Another single entry here on our Chi-Angus side, but what a nice heifer. One that I think you just got to appreciate the overall balance and maternal look this one brings to the table. We asked the cattle to go, and she's plenty flexible for me. What's most impressive about this one is when you get in behind her, this one is stout built from nose to tail, but with that, I think she carries it right, and she's still neat enough in her chest floor. One that I think is just a really good single entry. Congratulations.
Your results from Class 303 within your Chi-Angus Heifers divisions. In first place, entry 2439, Baron Strope. Baron becomes the champion summer yearling, and at this time we will bring back our division winners to select your grand champion Chi-Angus females. Once again, within our Chi and Chi-Angus show, our judge for the open show is Mr. Brian Fox.
Well, what a nice set of Chi-Angus heifers. And like I stated in the earlier show, just three I think still could be out here no matter how many of them showed up. As Chi-Angus breeders, my hat's off to you because this is a nice set of cattle. These exhibitors and these breeders brought you a really nice set here. I'll talk them real quick. We got some got a heifer that led off the first class here. Like I said in class, one that I think is one that just got that extra bone and extra foot under. You get in behind her, and she's got the extra power and shape that I'm looking for. She comes with just a tick of forward chest. I don't think it's out of hand by no means. Maybe she just wants to be a little funky out of her front knee there and just wants to drive out of her shoulder, just a little awkward. But still one that I think is just ultra high quality. That extra bone and foot and mass under is really impressive. The heifer that came out of the second division was one that I think has probably the advantage in all this trio of heifers is how she hooks up from her shoulder and transitions into her heart and forerib. I do think that's her advantage probably within all three of our heifers that are out in this particular division. I wish this heifer could just get out and motor just a nickel better for me. She wants to maybe just get a little restricted out of her hock, maybe just not quite as flexible in her reach, but still one, when he gets her parked, you got to appreciate one for this age with her center body and how that all holds together. And then we got into the big heifer division, and there was just a single entry in there, but what an impressive female just in terms of her width and her mass. One that's still, I think, fresh enough. I'd probably like to lean her up just a nickel, but I know how hard it is to keep these heavy breds put together. One that, like I said, is just so impressive when you get in behind her, and then when she gets out on the go to carry all that mass is an impressive feat. So congratulations to all the Chi-Angus breeders and exhibitors. I'll go show you the two I like best.
Your grand champion open Chi-Angus female comes from the last division, which is your champion summer yearling. That is entry 2439, Baron Strope. Your reserve grand champion open Chi-Angus female comes from your first division, which is your champion early junior heifer calf, and that is entry 2437, also from Baron Strope. Back over to your Kia Nina show. In the ring at this time is Class 201 of Kia Nina Bulls. This is the only bull within the entire Kia Nina Bull Show. So class winner will become your division winner as well as your grand champion Kia Nina Bull.
Just a single entry here in our Key show and our Bull show, and one that I think has got some ultra cool pieces. You get this one parked and on the side, and that one is ultra good looking. He is up-headed and arrogant, and with that length, extra length up front, length of body, and length of hip, he pulls it all together when we ask the cattle to go. He's not just pulled apart crazy, but he's got enough muscle for me. I think just an ultra good bull and a well-deserving champion. Congratulations.
Your grand champion Kia Nina Bull is entry 2435 from Katie Satry. Within your Key show, at this time, we will bring in our Open Chi-Angus Bull Show. We have in the ring class 401. This is the lone entry within the entire Chi-Angus Bull Show. So this will become your champion division junior bull calf and your grand champion Chi-Angus bull.
Just a single entry here over on our Chi-Angus Bull Show, and what an individual. You got to appreciate this one's extra bone and foot underneath him. One that when we ask him to go is ultra flexible and has some reach off of both ends. What's most impressive to me for a May calf, you get in behind him and his balance and just his overall width. That's a stout back, big-butted individual, one that I think is well deserving of a grand champion banner. Congratulations.
Your grand champion Chi-Angus bull is also your champion late junior bull calf, and that is entry 2442 from Katie Satry and Dunk Cattle Company. This does conclude the entire Chi and Chi-Angus shows.